So, I'm back, sorry about that. 1 is your x, so we're going to plug it in. 3 times 1 minus 5. Let's see, that gives us 3 times 1 is 3, minus 5, yep, negative 2. I kind of guessed because I've done this probably before. Now we finished step 2, but we got to do step 2 again, so we kind of see a pattern. So let's pick the number 0. I am just randomly picking these, okay? There is no right or wrong answer. You can pick whatever numbers you want. If you wanted to pick 234, you could. It's going to be a pain to graph, but go for it, all right? So I'm putting in 0. 3 times 0 minus 5. What is 3 times 0? 0 minus 5, negative 5. Okay? Now, I know some of you don't like negative numbers, but I think we should maybe try it. Let's try negative 1. So 3 times negative 1 minus 5. Well, what is 3 times negative 1? Negative 3. Negative 3 minus 5. Oh, it's negative 8. Okay? Well, let's start graphing these on an XY. It's called a coordinate plane, fancy term, or the XY thing, however you want to say it. So we go over 1 and down 2. We don't move at all for the 0, and we go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we go over to the left 1 since it's negative, and we're going to go 8. Do we go 8 up or 8 down? Down because it's negative. Very good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, oh, boy, I'm kind of seeing a pattern. It's like a line. All right, and so since we kind of got a pattern, it was okay to graph it and connect the points. All right? So this is what you're going to do. You're going to do it a lot in your exercises when you come back to class, and we're going to practice it. So we've got one more example, though, to do. If you look at this one, how does this one compare? Oh my goodness, it's got an F in it, and it's got parentheses, and it's got an X. Here's the deal. F of X means it's a function. So we go back to what a function is. It means that if we draw the graph, a line is only going to cross everywhere once. Okay? It means no x's get to be with two different y's. Okay? That's all it means. We read this f of x, and it just means you're going to plug in a number for x and find out the value. This sometimes really stresses students out, and it shouldn't. It's not a big deal. Okay? So we're going to do the same steps we did before. We're going to make a table. Only, I guess, if you want to be particular, we can do x and f of x. Pick a number for x. I'm going to pick 1. So if I put 1 in, I've got 12 minus 8 times 1. What's 8 times 1? 8. 12 minus 8 is 4. Okay? Let's try 0. I tend to use the same numbers, you don't have to. 12 minus 8 times 0, well, anything times 0 is 0, and we get 12. Okay? Let's try negative 1. If we've got 12 minus 8 times negative 1, order of operations tells us to multiply first. So we've got negative 8 times negative 1, that's like plus, and we get 20. Now, this might be where you go, wow, I don't really like some of these numbers. Okay, let's try 2. Let's put in 2. 12 minus 8 times 2. What is negative 8 times 2? It's negative 16. 12 minus 16 is negative 4. Okay, so we're going to start graphing that on the same graph. We've got 1, 4, so up 1. And let's real quick, I'm going to go get a different color. 1, 4, so here's that point. We've got 0, 12, wow, that's going to be way up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I don't move any to the left or to the right, but I do go up to 12. You know what, this negative 120 is going to be way off. So I'm just going to go ahead and graph my 2, negative 4. So here's 2. And we get negative 4. and you notice we have a line again, okay? All right, so same steps. The only difference is instead of writing y, we wrote f of x. The last thing we want to talk about is linear graphs or equations or maybe functions. Any of these can be used, okay? Notice both of these made a line. Way before we had that funky curve. Every time you have a line, it's going to be kind of like this. Notice your x is just to the first power. Maybe you have a number here, maybe you have a number there. But the important thing is if your graph is going to look like a line, you are going to have x to a positive 1. Okay? It can't be x squared. It can't be x to the negative first, nothing like that. Only x and only to a positive 1. All right, well, when we meet the next time, we'll work on exercises and I'll see you all then.